Okay, okay. So the topic for today is transportation. The topic for today is transportation. Okay. So, can number one question, can you ride a motorcycle? Can you ride a motorcycle? What's your answer? Yes. Can you ride a motorcycle?
Uh,
Remember,
no,
I
I
need
can't.
a complete. Very good. Okay. Okay. That's great. So number two, do you have a car?
No, you can't. No, you don't.
Okay. All right. So that's a complete sentence. If not, does your family have a car? If you do not have a car, does your family have a car?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yes. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Perfect. Very good. Yes, they do. Okay. The next question is is parking a problem in your country? Parking. Is parking a problem in your country?
Uh, yes, it is.
Is parking a problem in your country?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I think the okay, is parking a problem in your country? I think the correct answer should be yes, it is. Is parking a problem in your country? Yes, it is. Okay? It's either you say yes, it is, or you say yes, parking is a problem in my country. Yes, parking is a problem in my country. Or you can say yes, it is. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one says, sorry, let me see. The next one says, are there speed limits in your country?
Um, yes, yes, they are.
Are there speed limits in your country? Yes, they are. That's it. Yes. Are there speed limits in your country? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. Yes. So the next one is um if so, what is the average speed limit? So if there is speed limit in your country, then tell me the average speed limit. What is the average?
It is 40.
40 to 50. 50. Okay. So let's say it's 50. So we say the average complete sentence. let's say it's 50, okay? So we say the average the average speed limit in my country, okay, the average speed limit in my country is, let's say, 50. The average speed limit in my country is 50. Or if you want to say 40, you say the average speed limit in my country is 40. Okay? Okay, have you ever been stopped for speeding?
Uh,
Have you ever been stopped for speeding? Like you are riding your car, you are driving your car, and you got stopped by the police because you were speeding too much. Has that ever happened to you?
I don't know.
Okay. Have you ever driven a car?
No.
Okay. So if you haven't driven a car, so it means that you have never been stopped for speeding because you have never driven a car. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes. You have never been stopped for speeding because you have never driven a car. So when I say, have you ever been stopped for speeding? The answer should be no. No, I have never been stopped for speeding because I have never driven a car. No, I have never been stopped. I have never been stopped for speeding. For speeding because I have never driven a car. Okay, so you can read in the charts.
Uh, no, I have never been stopping for speeding because I have never driven a car.
Okay, I have never been stopped for speeding because I have never I have never driven a car. So this word is driven a car. Driven a car. I have never been stopped for speeding because I have never driven a car. Okay, let's see the next one. What is the penalty for speeding in your country?
Mm, it is
Okay. What is the penalty for speeding in your country?
it is kind of fine.
Okay. Okay, if it's a pedophile, how much sum are you paying? Because in my country, the penalty for speeding in my country is paying a sum of money. A sum of money. The fine is the money that you are paying. And if you don't have the money to pay, you'll probably go to jail. They'll lock you up for speeding. So it's either you pay the money or the sum of money or you go to jail. So, okay. All right, so let's see the next one. Do you have a driver license? Do you have a driver's license? Kim?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Okay. If so, when did you get it? If so, when did you get it? But if you don't have a driver license, then this is out. We don't have to answer this because you don't have a driver license. Okay, at what age does the average person obtain a driver license in your country? At what age does an average person obtain a driver license?
Uh,
At what age does a person at what age?
I think is average 18. No,
At what age does a person owns obtain a driver license in your country? Like my country, from 18. You can have a driver license from, I think 18 is even too young. I think from 20. You can obtain a driver license from 20 in my country. So what about in your country? At what age can a person obtain a driver license?
is average to person 18 to 24.
Okay. So I think I need a correct sentence. An average person, an average person.
Is in 21.
Okay, let's see. At what age does an average person obtain a driver license in your country? So the answer is an average person can obtain a driver's license. There needs to be an S, a driver's license at the age of 18. Yes, 18 to 21. I think that should be it. So, an average person, an average person can obtain a driver's license at the age of 18 to 21. So that's it. That's an average person. An average person. Yeah. Okay. So let's see the next one. Okay. So the next one is, let's see the next question. The next question is, do you drive a car? Okay, no. Yes. Do you drive a car often?
No, I don't.
Okay. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. All right. So, do you always wear a seat belt, even if you are riding in the rear seats? Do you always wear a seat belt, even if you are not riding your own car? Probably you are in the car with someone else, maybe a public transport, maybe you're in the car with your mother or your father or anybody. Do you always wear a seat belt?
No, I don't.
Wow, it's always good to put on seat belts whenever you are in the car. Seat belt is very important. it is always good to put on seatbelts, whether you are the one driving or you are not the one driving. Even if you're in the car with someone else, you should always put on seatbelt because it is for your own safety. Okay, so seatbelt is always very important when you are in a car. Okay, so let's see the next one. What are the most annoying bad driving habits of all the drivers in your country compared to this country? Okay, in your country, what are the most annoying bad driving habits of all the drivers in your country? Driving habit, it means driving habits, driving that you don't like. The most annoying driving that you don't like. So tell me.
Some driving people cross the red line.
Okay, let's say um, um, break the traffic rules. Breaking the traffic rules. That should be breaking the traffic rules. I guess that's also the red lines because there is a traffic rules everywhere. So some people, some drivers has this habit of breaking the traffic rules. They like breaking the traffic rules and speed. That's another thing I don't like. Breaking the traffic rules and speed. I don't like speed. I don't like speed. So breaking the traffic rules is one bad driving habit and speeding is another bad driving habit. Okay, let's see. Another bad driving habit is driving and using the cell phone. What do you think about that? It's wrong, right? Yes, that's not a good habit. Driving and using the cell phone, it can make the driver distracted. It doesn't make them to concentrate on what they are doing. It can make the driver distracted. Driving and using the cell phone, it's a very bad habit. Driving and breaking the traffic rules is another bad habit, and speeding is another bad habit. So these are the three bad habits I don't like in driving in some drivers. Okay, what's say um what kind of things annoys you about other people's driving? Okay, I guess that's the same thing with breaking the traffic rules, speeding, and driving and using the cell phones. So I guess it's the same thing, the same answer. So number nine, what kind of transportation do you use most often?
Uh, uh, it is car.
Okay, you use the car most often. Is it public transportation? What kind of transportation? What kind of transportation do you use most often? Is it a private transportation or a public transportation? Private transportation is the one like the car you own or your family own, maybe your dad or your mom or you. That is a private transportation. Maybe when you want to go to the market or you want to go to the mall, to the supermarket, you use that car. It is a private transportation. Then the public transportation is when you don't have a car and your family does not have a car. You go to the car park to enter a car, to take a bus to wherever you are going to. So that is a public transportation. So now, what kind of transportation do you use most often? Do you like using the public transportation or you like using the private transportation?
I want to uh,
So which do you use? Public transportation or private transportation? Kim, are you there?
I I I often use public transportation.
Public, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So public transportation, I often use the public transportation. Perfect. So number 11. How do you think countries can reduce congestion on the roads? Do you know the meaning of congestions?
Yeah.
Congestion means country to reduce a lot of vehicles on the road because when there are a lot of vehicles on the road becomes very tight and it causes a lot of traffic jam. So that's the meaning of congestions. The cars are so much on the road and it causes a lot of traffic jam. So that's the meaning of congestion. How do you think countries can reduce congestions on the road?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, I'll say that I think countries can reduce congestions by creating more transportations. So let's say country can reduce congestion sorry I'm coming okay congestions by creating more public transportation okay by creating more public transportation and expanding the road and expanding the road. Okay, can you read now?
A country can reduce congestion by creating more public transportation and expanding the road.
Yes. So that's how country can reduce congestions, road congestions. They can reduce congestions by creating more transportation and expanding the road to make the road bigger than the way it used to be. Am I right? And also,
Yeah.
creating more public transportation will help because a lot of people go out with their private cars. But if there are more public transportation, lots of people will go out with public transport and they will leave their cars at home. But right now, I'm talking about my own country, right? But right now, a lot of people go out with their own private cars. So it helps, it causes congestion because we don't have enough public transportations. So that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So let's see the next one. How important do you think it is to use public transportation? How important? How important it is to use public transportation?
I think that is important because some people don't have their own their own transportation.
Very, very good. That's it. It is important because some people don't have their own personal cars. So, it is important because some people do not have their own personal cars. So, using public transportation helps people who doesn't have car. Am I correct? What? Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So, it is important because some people do not have their own cars, unlike some people have their own personal cars. But for those who does not have a personal car, public transportation is very important for them because without public transportations, they cannot go to their destinations. If they want to go to the mall, they cannot go to the mall without public transportations. If they want to go to school, they cannot go to school without public transportations. So public transportation is very important for people who do not have their own personal cars. So that's it. Okay, let's see. I think the last one before we move. Do you think that government should encourage public transportations more?
Mm,
Okay. So, King, what do you say? Do you think the government
uh,
should encourage public transportation more?
yes.
So,
I
if you
think
say
I think
yes, if you say yes, why do you say yes?
I think yes because now buy our own buy our own transportation is hard because some people don't have money to buy.
Okay. So, if you say yes, I think you say yes because um, government should improve public transportation because not everyone has the money to get their own car, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone has the money to get their own car because cars are very expensive to get their own cars. So not everyone has the money to get their own cars. So government should improve public transportation by bringing more more transportation by providing more vehicles in the country so that it will be easier for people to to use, especially for those who doesn't have their own cars. So that is what I say. That's what I think. Okay, Kim. So we've come to the end of the class today. My internet was great, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The other time my internet was not good, I came to my sister's place. She just put to bed, so I came to her place to see her, and sometimes you hear the baby cry, right? So the internet in her area is not really strong compared to the one in my area. So that is why. And also, I upgraded my internet. I got a better one.
My phone is a bit light.
What did you say?
My place is a bit loud because my grandma is cooking.
Yes, I heard that. I was hearing some sound, some plates and all that. Well, anyways, it's okay. So we've come to the end of the class today. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I will send you the video and also send you the vocabularies. So next class on Thursday, we'll continue from we'll continue from units number public transportation. I think we'll continue from 12,
Catching.
from 13. Do you think the government? Yeah, from 13. Okay, so I'll see you next class.